The boys are back in town, and we're going back to past masters, which is something we haven't touched in a very long time. I'm excited. Let's go. Hi, guys. Welcome to Leave Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. Bang. I know I am. And I don't know what day you're going to be watching this, because I'm pretty sure it's blocked. Blocked. But I will try my best to get it up on YouTube. If not, this will be a Patreon exclusive. So thank you to our patron Clay for picking 2 songs for Past Masters by the Beatles. We're doing Bad Boy and Lady Madonna, which are 2 songs apparently that I missed when I went through my Beatles playthrough oh so many moons ago. How I missed thee in the views. But I'm just kidding. But yeah, I don't know. We haven't really done studio material by the Beatles in forever. We've been doing live concerts and stuff like that, so I'm actually kind of excited to hear their studio stuff again. Obviously, I listened to my very precise Beatles playlist, as you can call it, I guess. You know, obviously, It's All Too Much is like my most replayed song, and then Rock and Roll off Beatles for Sale. Like, I've got so many specific songs off albums that are my favorites. I was going to make a top 10 list for a lot of stuff, but I did one, and then the video didn't work out, and then the copy that I did upload, it got blocked because of the music. Even though I only used 8 seconds of the damn song, they still blocked it for the Beatles stuff. So, it is what it is. Maybe I'll just put it out on Patreon and make it like that sort of thing. I don't know. But I did work hard on the video, and then it just all fell apart. That's just how life goes. So I'll link the Beatles playlist up there. If this ever gets up on YouTube, it'll be up there. If not, thank you for my Patreon supporters. You guys are the frickin' best. Seriously, thanks for letting me, allowing me to do what I love to do, which is this. All right, here we go. First up, Bad Boy by the Beatles. 3, 2, 1, go.
Right, just sitting down and look so good. He don't want to go to school and learn to read and write. Just sits around the house and plays that rock and roll music all night.
Hell yeah, rock and roll.
Well, he put some tax on teacher's chair, put chewing on my little girl hair. Now, Junior, behave yourself. Buy every rock and roll book on a magazine stand. Every dime that he gets is off to the jukebox man. Well, he worries his teacher till at night she's ready to poop.
Feels like a 50s song. I love it.
And a rolling, spinning in a hoo-ah-hoo. Well, this rock and roll has gotta stop. Junior's head is hard as rock. Now, Junior, behave yourself. Ow!
Oh, hell yes. Whoa. That's different.
Gonna tell your mama you better do what she said. Get to the barber shop and get that haircut off your head. Move to the Larry and you fed it to the neighbor's cat.
Is that Lennon or George?
And you'll have been a mother's laundromat. Well, his mama's
both of
medicine's gotta stop. Junior's head is hard as rock. Now, Junior, behave yourself.
Ringo's snare is just like ridiculous, bro. It cuts through the rest of the sound so well. Lady Madonna.
Lady Madonna, children at your feet. Wonder how you manage to make ends meet. Who finds the money when you pay the rent? Did you think that money was heaven sent? Friday night arrives without a suitcase. Sunday morning creeping See how they run.
They do so much in such little time. It's insane.
Lying on the bed, listen to the music playing in your head. Tuesday afternoon is never ending. Wednesday morning papers didn't come. Thursday night your stockings needed mending. See how they run.
I love that vocal cue right there.
Lady Madonna, children at your feet. Wonder how you manage to make ends meet.
Wow, Paul's voice is so amazing. That was awesome. I love how that was barely 4 minutes, bro. Barely 4 minutes. But they got so much done in like such a short amount of time. They're always going at such a fast pace in like a lot of their songs, and you know why? Because they only got 2 minutes to get their shit in, and they do it so well. Oh my god, I love the sax in that second song, Lady Madonna. Pretty sure that was a sax. It was such an interesting addition to their usual repertoire of like music that they usually come out with, and the instruments they use. You know, I know they're very creative and they use all kinds of different stuff, but that was a different sound for them that I'm used to. I'm not gonna lie, it sounded familiar. Just like that, the line from the sax, that dun 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 dun, that sounded familiar. I don't know if they've used that in like movies and stuff. Like the Beatles are so big that I'm pretty sure most of their music has been used in some odd fashion in some way here or there, and I probably picked some of their stuff up just vicariously through other stuff, you know. The Bad Boy song, it sounded like a 1950s cover, you know what I mean, or like a cover of a 1950s song, but I'm pretty sure that was their song, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, though. I think Paul's voice, like, it can fit any genre. Like, I've listened to this man throughout the decades now. You know, well, not for me, but his music. I've listened to so many different parts of his life, but his voice always stands out. And so does the bass, obviously. The bass of the second song was thunders, and the first one. But, like, it's interesting to just hear them kind of divert from, like, their usual thing. Even though everything fits into like the grand tapestry that is the Beatles, they've got these like little tangent songs that, like, I don't know, like they fit the tapestry, but they're just like this odd color, you know what I mean? And it's just like, oh, that's an interesting choice. But they do it so well though, and Ringo, especially in that first one, his snare, I have to say it every video, his snare is ungodly. It's such a great piece of their music, but it's so ear diverting. Like, you hear it and then you just kind of get caught up in the drum track, and then you sort of miss other things that are going on. But I love it, man. Like, they're just so much fun, you know, and I see why they caused a revolution, basically, you know what I mean? They brought color to like a black and white world, it seems like, even though, you know, they obviously played in black and white for a couple years there, but they really did like usher in this new world. Even because everything's downstream of music and culture, stuff like that. And they affected so many people in so many things, in so many ways. And even to this day, they're affecting people in 2026, like me. I'm a Beatles fan now. Like, beforehand, I could give a shit less about the Beatles. Like, I didn't know anything about them. You know what I mean? And now they're one of my favorite bands. I listen to them a lot. Like, on my own time, I jam out. Especially to like Yellow Submarine. I love that album. I love Beatles for Sale. I love the White Album. You know, obviously Dear Prudence is probably one of my favorite songs too. But they've covered so many topics and subjects. What were they getting at in that second song? Was it like a single mom thing? Like, I didn't understand what he was saying, I'm not gonna lie. Well, obviously I heard what he was saying, but like, I didn't understand what he was getting at. You know, like, she pays the rent, like, where's the money come from? Is she like out there doing some stuff, or like, is it like it's sugar daddy or something? I don't know. Like, that's where my brain goes. It goes to like 2026 stuff, but not, you know, whatever year this was released. Probably like, this is like 63, 64, like when this was recorded. You can let me know in the comments. I don't know. But yeah, that was excellent. And I like the guitar line that I think it was either Lennon or George or both basically were playing in the first song in Bad Boy. That was some good old 1950s, like almost rockabilly rock, just excellent. It's so much fun. And the second one, it sounded like it sounded like a later sort of Beatles song, but in the early years, if that makes sense. It's like one of those songs that was showing what was to come, you know? I don't know what exactly in the discography or the timeline this goes in at. You guys can fill me in, obviously. I'm all ears. But it kind of fits neatly into their later sound. It doesn't really sound like the early Beatles, but I'm guessing that is an early Beatles song. So who knows, man? Like, they've surprised me so many times that you could say that was 1967, and I'd be like, oh, wow, no shit, really? Or you could say that was 1963, 1964, 1965, and I'd be like, oh, interesting. It doesn't really matter what year it was in their very short-lived life as a band. They released so much music, and there's volumes of stuff that weren't even like official album releases. Like, they just had creativity overflowing, and it's just such a joy to listen to. Like I said, that was 4 minutes of music. They did so much within that. They packed it full. It's like a sardine can just overflowing with great music. Just forget the sardine metaphor. But it was it was a jam-packed 4 minutes. So thank you, Clay. That was excellent. I would love to do more from Past Masters, and I'm guessing that album is called Beatles 1 or like 1 or something like that. I know it's all like it's like singles that weren't on albums or stuff they didn't release. I think that's what it is. I could be wrong. Like I said, I'm still technically a new Beatles fan if you think about it. I haven't really dived into every last little nook and cranny of their catalog, and it's interesting to find stuff that I missed, and because I went on a tear with the Beatles stuff, bro. Like back in the day, like a year or two ago, I was balls deep in the Beatles. That sounds weird. I'll take that back. I was really heavy into the Beatles, and it was excellent. You know what I mean? Like, I had such a fun time with their stuff, and I'm glad to get to revisit it. It's awesome. Thank you, Clay. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Check out our Patreon and PayPal. If you think you got a good song that I would like, hop it in there. That's the way to get a video. And if you want to support the channel, the community in general, that's the way to do it. Thanks for watching, guys. And any other Beatles recommendations that I haven't done, leave it in the comment section down below. If this gets on YouTube, I don't know if it will or not, but if it does get on YouTube, give me a hell yeah and a thumbs up that I got it past the blocks, because they are notorious right now. Ridiculous. They seriously are. December, January, all that. Man, they do not play around on YouTube. That's why I've been kind of dodging. I was dodging December because I knew that I already had copyright strikes, and if I got more, then there goes the channel. Bye-bye, you know what I mean? And then that'd be a very sad day. So I had to keep my head down. But January 2026 and on, we are going balls deep. Have a good day, guys. See you later.